Hustle up and run through barricades, yeah.
Hello, what is up everyone, hope you're all doing well. So as usual, like 90% of my looks, we are going to hide our eyebrows, and I'm just grabbing a normal glue stick, and you literally just want to get them as flat and as smooth as possible. Then I'm taking the NYX Epic cream colours, and the reason why I'm using cream colours is personally I find it easy to blend, but you can use water-based paints as well, that's absolutely fine, it's all personal preference. But I'm going in with some blue and some white, and I'm actually using my fingers as a tool, and I'm just going to literally apply this. And what I'm doing here is I'm kind of contouring with colours, so I'm going to apply the blue onto the outer edges of my forehead, onto my cheekbone areas, my jawline, and then apply the white on the rest of the areas. And then I'm just going to use my fingers and a beauty blender as well, and I'm going to use lots and lots of dabbing motions to blend the colours nicely into one and another. This is just the way that I like to do it. The absolute key to this is to dab, do lots and lots of dabbing. Next, I'm grabbing some eyeshadows. I'm using the NYX Ultimate Brights eyeshadow palette for this, and I'm grabbing quite a wide brush, and I'm just going to really gently apply some blue. And what I'm doing is I'm just applying a tiny little product, and I'm just using lots and lots of circular motions. This is just going to apply more colour and pigment, and also create an even softer transition between the colours. The key to this is lots and lots of blending. You want to try and get the colours as smooth as possible. I'm also going in with a slight hint of a lighter blue and turquoise as well in other areas, and you really just want to soften the entire look. And then for the deeper areas, like the contoured areas, you want to apply deeper blues. Try not to apply loads of product at once, you only want to just apply a tiny amount each time, just to slowly build your way up. If you feel like the paints are too greasy and sticky, you can actually go in with the SFX setting powder before applying the eyeshadow. Moving on to the eyes, I'm actually grabbing the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk this time, and the reason why I'm using a different product is because it's got a nice thick consistency, perfect for applying eyeshadow. So next I'm going to grab some black eyeshadow and an angled brush, and I'm just going to really roughly sketch out the cut crease shape. I'm making this so it's quite large and dramatic, and then once you're happy with that, you can then go in with your eyeshadow, and I'm going in with this beautiful neon orange by Helene Cosmetics. By the way, all the products will be listed in the description box below. Anyway, you just want to grab an eyeshadow brush and just pack the pigment on, and you want to create the soft transition from black to orange and fade the orange upwards gently. For the rest of my eye, I'm just going to go in with a really fine glitter and just set the rest of my eyelid. Moving on, grabbing some eyeliner, I'm literally just going to create some really simple wings. Again, these are going to be quite large as well. And then taking the same eyeliner, I'm just going to create some eyebrows. So these eyebrows are really large and dramatic, and they go really high up. And I'm creating false hairs at the beginning of the brows, just to give it a bit more of a natural look. Grabbing some white SFX cream colour, you want to apply this underneath your brows, and this is going to seriously sharpen and define the shape, and also highlight your brow bones. You want to apply only a tiny amount of product and swipe it down. Sometimes a little goes a really long way. Taking a fine brush and some black face paint, I'm just going to simply outline my lips, and then I'm going in with this beautiful metallic blue, and I'm just going to fill in the rest. Then using a brush, you want to kind of like flick inwards the black product to create a gradient effect. Next, I'm just grabbing some eyeliner once again, and I'm actually creating these points on the inner corners of my eye like cat eyes, and then I'm creating an extra line underneath my eye as well, leaving like a 2-3mm gap. Okay, so although the face isn't fully finished yet, I've decided to bounce onto my body, so I'm starting off with my leg, and then very simple, I know it doesn't look it, but it actually is. I'm just going to grab some yellow, and then I'm just going to literally paint the basic shape of the lamp. I'm not worrying about details at all at this point. All you want to do is focus on the shape. You can take an eyebrow pencil or just any sort of makeup pencil, and you can actually sketch out the shape first if that helps, that's absolutely fine. Not gonna lie, this was the weirdest feeling painting on my body on camera. Really, really weird. This is like my first ever body paint. Anyway, so now that I'm sort of happy with the basic shape of the lamp, as you can see it's really messy, the edges are all over the place, but that's not a problem whatsoever because now we're going to go in with some black face paint, and this is where we're really going to define the shape. and really going to clean up those edges and get the lamp looking nice. You can now paint the rest of your pretty bum in black. So now that I've got the basic shape down, I'm just going to grab some eyeshadows and I'm just going to literally add the shadow and highlight. Very, very simple. So you want to apply the shadow where the shadow is going to hit, and then the highlight on the more raised areas. Again, a little product goes a long way. You only need to apply just a tiny amount, and I'm using various different colours here. I'm using some browns, a slight hint of orange, and even black as well, but you don't want to overdo the black. If you're struggling with colours or shading or anything like that, you can so easily just Google a picture of some lamps. This is the step what's going to make it look really realistic and 3D. So now moving on to my body, what you want to do is just grab a large brush and some blue. I'm actually using some water-based paints this time. The ones I'm using are the MAC Chromacakes. Very, very simple and straightforward. You want to paint the rest of your body. Oh, by the way, of course, you're going to need some nipple covers. Unless you're a man. In that case, you're lucky. Hashtag free the nipple. Now, I was actually really pleased with this, but I've grabbed some black craft foam and some gold cream colours, and I literally just applied this with my fingers and then glue gunned it onto my arm to create these cuffs. And I think they actually look really cool for just what they are, just pieces of foam with some paint literally shoved on with my fingers. Okay, now it's time to get punked up, so I'm grabbing some chokers and some chains and just go crazy, just put them everywhere. As you can see, I'm attaching it to my nose and my ear, and then applying some gems. If you have a shaved side, feel free to buzz it off, and then continue the colour onto your head. Also, don't forget to paint your ear. Actually, painting your ear is a lot more important than you think, because if you don't, it just really sticks out. So now really we're just at the point of finishing touches, so you want to apply your contact lenses, your lashes on both the top and the bottoms, and then I'm also applying another cuff into my hair as well. Be careful if you're applying your contact lenses in last, you don't want to get paint in your eye. I've also added some extra gems onto my chest and some glitter onto my nips as well. Now rub yourself and make a wish. Ooh. My wish would be to eat literally as much as I want, whenever I want, however I want, without ever getting fat. Every woman's dream. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it and that you found it helpful. If you like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and feel free to hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget I have an Instagram at Goth Spectrum, and finally I will see you next time. Bye guys.
I want the throne along the crush obstruction, rush through barricades, levitate, got it tatted on me, told them follow me.